Hey guys, just wanted to send you a quick message on why so many people are coming aboard with commercial investment business partners. If we can take a quick look on a website, or actually do a search, and we're just going to search what is the average interest paid by banks. We can take a quick look, and it says here, according to the FDIC, the national average interest rate on savings accounts stands at about 0.45% APR, which is annual percentage. Okay. So let's just use, if that number is correct, how much would it be if you had $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in a bank, right? So we're going to go quickly to this calculator. Okay, it's called thecalculatorsite.com, and we're just going to put real quick here. So 5,000, and they said 0.45% yearly. All right, and let's look at how much that would be in 5 years, okay? In 5 years, and if it was compounding every single year. All right, so we're going to calculate that, and you can see that it's only $113 of interest, okay, which is nothing. So let's look at what that would be at 10,000. All right, so $10,000 would be, calculate, only $227. Okay, let's look at 20,000. Only $454. And at 50,000, $50,000 will only give you $1,100 in interest in 5 years, which is ridiculous. And let's look at, if you said, well, you know what, let's put $100,000, right? Because I'm looking to, have some good money in retirement, right? So $100,000 in 5 years with a bank is going to it's going to make you $2,200. That's it, on $100,000 for 5 years, right? So now let's look at the next best source, which is an IRA or some type of retirement plan, right? So let's go back to the website, and now we're going to say, what is the average interest paid by retirement plans? Okay, and it says here that the average is between 3 and 8% a year. All right, which is ridiculous, right? So let's pretend again that you were able to get 8%. So we're going to go back to the calculator, and we're going to do 8%, right? So let's do $5,000 at 8% a year. In 5 years, that would be $2,300 of interest at 8%. Let's look at $10,000. So $10,000 would be, whoops, we're looking at euros right here, so let's change that back to dollars. Okay, would be $4,600. So your $10,000 made you $4,600 in 5 years. Okay, let's look at $50,000. Would be $73,000 I'm sorry, it'll be $23,000, all right, which gives you a total of $73,000. That's $50,000, guys. And then 100,000 in 5 years would be $46,000. So here you made half of what you originally invested. All right, so again, not much, okay? And you say, well, okay, most retirements are not 5 years. So let's just look at 100,000 at 10 years. So you say, I'm going to put $100,000 in 401k or an IRA, whatever retirement plan you're talking about, right? You're generating 8% interest, which is on the high end because most they said between 3 and 8%. But let's just say you got 8% for 10 years. You would have, after 10 years, you finally have doubled your money, right? You made $115,000 of interest. With CIBC, that same scenario, right? $5,000. With CIBC, we're paying out 3% a month, which again, 3 times 12 months is 36% a year. All right, in 5 years, that 5,000 would have made 5 times that amount of that, right? So you have $18,000 of interest alone in 5 years. Now that 5,000, let's change that to 10,000. That's $36,000 of interest, okay? And if we change that to 50,000, and we're talking about just 5 years, okay? 50,000 in 5 years, you would have $250,000, right? You made $182,000 of interest, and then 100,000 would be almost $500,000 in 5 years. So now if we look at that 100,000 in 10 years, guess what? You're at $2.1 million in 10 years. Okay, and the cool part about it is if we look down here and we see the yearly breakdown by just year, the second year in, you can see right here, you're at 184,000. You've almost doubled your initial $100,000 investment in 2 years. So every 2 years, if you look at this, guys, you're basically doubling your money. That's why so many people are joining CIBC and they're putting in some significant amount of money because you're able to double every 2 years. Talk to you soon.